Hello and welcome to episode 82 of the Arena. This is again a post commentary because the inline commentary is still lost. Also, this time there legitimately was a problem with the plug, seeing as it didn't record the first time, but hey, is it recording? The problem with the socket, well, the plug appeared again. That's weird. The problem may be with the cable rather than the plug. It keeps reappearing. Right now it's recording at least, so that's good. So I have ranked for this episode, but what you may remember from last episode is that I am trying to get out of Dagoth Ur. Somehow he may have eaten me, and I'm currently fighting my way through some stone golems. So, where is the rant? I need to turn on the master commander and get to it. Master... Not Mastera. I don't even know who is Mastera Dominic. But somehow he appeared as openable thing? Oh, that's the wrong disc. The rant and yeah. Arrow, the climb. So Oliver knows that day before Sarah Lance was killed, Malcolm, Marilyn, and Thea arrived together into Starling City. Oh, I should go south through the tunnel. No, east through the tunnel, but I cannot because the tunnel will be blocked. So, Oliver knows that Malcolm, Marilyn, and Thea arrived together into Starling City the day before, well, the night before Sarah Lance was killed, which also happened to be the same night she arrived. That is, they arrived on the same night as her, and it was Oliver's DNA on the arrow that killed Sarah, though he knows he didn't kill her. So he assumes that Malcolm did it, and that Thea had nothing to do with it, even though the DNA test would mistake them. Well, possibly. They are technically just half siblings, so they share exactly. They should share exactly quarter of genetic material. No, not exactly quarter. Between 0 and half. Yeah, they should share between 0 and half of genetic material. So it's somewhat strange that the DNA test confused them, but whatever. There are several other inconsistencies with his reasoning. One of them is, oh, that's the blocked path. I thought here that Wraith was blocking me, but if he was, he would be punching me too. Well, first, since the two of them arrived together, it's extremely unlikely that she had nothing to do with it. She could be lying about not knowing about it, or as it turns out, she was dragged, but either way, she had to do something with it if they arrived together. And second, since what's her name, Sarah Lance arrived that night too, and that's inconsistency with the story. Well, perhaps not. They arrived. Perhaps Malcolm somehow planned it because, though, if he had Oliver's real DNA, then it would have been weird how he got it so quickly. Perhaps he had it stored from earlier when he stepped him as arrow, but Basically, he had to notify Sarah Lance that he would be in the city there without her realizing that he is the one notifying her. Then let her arrive chasing him because that's why she arrived, and then kill her. Well, in reality, he had Thea kill her, but that's because he wanted video of Thea killing Sarah so that Oliver would kill Ras Al Ghul. Also, there was this thing where the Al Ghul of Ra, yeah, the Al Ghul is a monster from The Witcher, and Ra is an Egyptian god, but I don't think Ra owns any Al Ghuls. Well, he is ridiculously strong and has very sharp swords or soft rocks, because at one point he jabs the sword he's holding into the ground. The ground made of solid rock, and it sticks. Perhaps he should be the king of Ankh-Morpork. Whatever, that's all for the rant. Now you see that I am killing homunculi in Dagoth Ur, but I should be close to the exit. Also, someone is shooting, which I don't like. I don't need the Wakizashi and whatever other thing it was. Oh, it's Ghost who is shooting at me, but I don't care. Because they cannot harm me. So... Oh. Steel Golem? Iron Golem? Iron, I think it's called. So it's story time! There was once a man who wanted to slay the largest of bears that would ever have been slain by man. But that came with a problem. He didn't know whether bears didn't shrink. Oh, appearing ghosts. But bears didn't shrink throughout the time, so even if he killed the largest bear today, he may not have the record of killing the bear that was the largest of them all. So he came up with a plan. He had some mad evolutionary scientists get some bear embryo and enlarge, well, not enlarge the embryo itself, but change the embryo's DNA so that it would grow humongous. And they succeeded. The bear regarded him as its mother, and so he fed it, and it grew, and it grew, until it was as large as an elephant. Once he had such a huge bear, he decided to finally slay it, so that he would have the record of killing the largest bear ever. So he took his rifle and pointed it at the bear's head. The bear did not know what a rifle was, and trusted this man implicitly, and the man shot. However, he forgot one thing. With the larger bear came thicker skull, and while the bullet did drill into the skull, it failed to penetrate. The bear, enraged, swiped at the only other creature in the room with him, which happened to be the man, slaying the man instantly. Then it ran away. And since it was female bear, it was capable of being inseminated by male polar bears, which happened to live in the area, because the man was near the Arctic. He was Canadian, but a mad Canadian. And so the polar bear had children, And eventually a new breed of polar bear came out of it. The Mega Bears! And that's how mad science can lead to terrible things, especially if done for mad reasons. So, that was a story that I made up. I have arrived in the Imperial City on some date while eating dates. Now I'll have trouble finding an inn for a while because, well, there seems to only be one inn in this city, perhaps. Perhaps not. Either way, I remember I had real trouble finding any inns, but not outs. The humming continued. Oh, hello, Tharn. I congratulate you on your success. Have you discovered, however, what I have known all along? The staff is drained of all magical power. I did it myself before scattering the pieces across the realm. It is a useless stick of entropy, good for churning butter or rowing a boat, but not for saving the Emperor. Come find me, you there, and I will relieve you of your life and any burdens you may think to face. My legions of skeletons await. Here they come! Do you like their nightsticks? Oh, those were supposed to be pogo sticks. Skeletons on pogo sticks aren't a good idea. They may shake themselves apart. So, more weapon shops. Yes, this city is filled with weapon shops, but not many inns. Perhaps Jagar Tharn, pretending to be the Emperor, outlawed drinking because people may get drunk, and I don't know why he would find that such a bad idea. Perhaps they might incite rebellion and overthrow the false emperor, who may also be a cannibal. Yeah, and the footage of this was recorded before I realized that I could buy a bunch of invisibility potions. That will be in the next episode when I go and do that. So, right now, you will not. Oh, another temple of the bleeding duck. Um. Oh, someone paralyzed me now. Probably they want to give me their clothes. So, yeah. What was I saying before I was interrupted by these guys who are giving me their clothes? These battle magi. Wasn't Jagar Tharn also a battle mage? I think he was. Perhaps they are his apprentices. Always a master and an apprentice they are. But which one did we kill? Hey, past me! This is not an inn. This is the Mages Guild. But you don't know that yet, because, well, you will have to discover it for yourself. And then act all surprised, which I guess you will be. Oh. Well, a skip is coming, but I don't remember why. I think lunch was ready. That's why the first skip happened. Well, it's not ready at this time and space, well, mainly time. And yeah, this is the Mages Guild, it's past me now realizes. So, he saves, and we'll go lunch. After he saves properly. And he is back. So he continues his journey, searching for an inn, after he gets punched from behind by a rogue? Or a rouge? I don't know, he didn't actually examine him. Interesting. Well, probably not a rouge. Rouge is pink or red, perhaps. And this is an inn. You can tell it by their mugs full of wheat. The innkeeper, I almost said innmaster, wants to give me a room for 10 gold. But I want it for 8, so we agree on 9. I should have asked someone for rumors to tell what the bad stuff they have to tell about the Emperor, such as him being an imposter and eating children. 11 hours later, I am going to find a shop so that I can sell my weapons. Well, the weapons that I won't be using. Basically, sell stuff that I will not be using. Buy new leather armor, and I guess that would be it. Also buy a bunch of potions. That will be the second skip, which, well, will be a skip for me too, because yeah, I do skips by ending the recording and restarting it. But I forgot to start the skip when I entered. Well, I see that the skip is coming in 10 seconds, 20. I didn't actually skip. Only the game did. Well, past me did. I am the future Mathel, I guess? He did shop a lot, he bought stuff, he sold stuff, he identified stuff. He did not buy a bunch of invisibility potions because he didn't yet have the good idea. But he now learned that the palace is southeast, I think? So he goes there. Past me, that is. Who is like present me, but younger by a couple of days. Well, more than a couple. What's it? 5? Yeah, he's 5 days younger. And doesn't yet know that his microphone doesn't work very well. Which is rather unfortunate for him. I have watched you as you blundered your way to this place. At one time, I even considered approaching you with an offer to feed my Imperial guards. But it is plain that you are not worthy of such a position. Be not fooled by what you would call success on your journey across the Empire, for you have never faced a being as powerful as I. Your death shall be slow and torturous, a suffering that shall span the millennium, falcon. Come, I await you in the dungeons below. But which dungeons? There are like 3 entrances to them. Either way, I am in the Imperial City. I think that it will be the Imperial Palace. Either way, Chegartan beats the fireball. Ouch. And I am a fool. You were a fool! Many people were fools in this painted castle. Oh, he was supposed to transform from the Emperor to Chagartharn. He didn't on the first entry. Also, why are his eyes so red? Is he supposed to be a Dunmer or what? I doubt it. He looks otherwise like a man, not a mare. And especially not a Dunmer person. What else could it be? I remember it in Skyrim, at least with what's it called? Dawnguard expansion, Dawnguard DLC. The Dragonborn can see that the vampires have orange glowy eyes. Is he a vampire? And am I a Dragonborn? If I remember correctly, there were significantly more Dragonborn in the time where the Empire existed, though it is known that all empires were Dragonborn. All of them. They were born of the dragon and died of the dragon. Well, perhaps they didn't die of the dragon. They weren't literally slain by dragons. In fact, dragons were thought lost. But now I am fighting knights in shiny armors, which spout blood. Why are the armors so shiny? Did they polish them recently? I suppose it's possible. They used the polish to polish them on the pole of Poland. Nope. I don't think Poland has that many poles and any special polishes. Get stabbed at night. Get stabbed in the night. Except it's day, I think. Because I went in the morning and well, I think it's still be somewhat morning. Either way, I think there should be a slit between his pants and his breastplate, through which I can insert my sword. The conference hall. They confer there about how to proceed in serving the evil battle mage. Though I think battle mage is a class as well as a function. So hey, why is loudness in... Oh, I get it. I get why loudness is written in negatives here. Because it's actually decibels, and I think decibels are logarithmic spectrum, which means that if it's lesser than 0, then the value of amplitude is less than 1, though I don't know 1 watt. while if it's greater than 0, then the amplitude is greater than 1. I should probably look up what decibel spectrum actually is. Decibel... The decibel, symbol dB, is a relative unit of measurement corresponding to 1/10 of a bell. It's used to express the ratio of one value of power or root power quantity to another on a logarithmic scale. A logarithmic quantity in decibels is called a level. Two signals whose level differ by 1 decibel have a power ratio of 10 to the 1/10, approximately 1.25893, or sometimes equivalently an amplitude quantity ratio of 1/20, approximately 1.12202. So if it's in decibels, then yeah. But that means that if it's 0, if the value is 0 in Audacity, that means that it has the same amplitude as something, but what? I don't know. I don't actually know. Oh, now I can go and get slide because I'm a fool again. I should be careful not to get too fireballed by this guy. Apparently he can't fireball me anymore, which is good for me and bad for him. So I will shoot him with my bow. I will shoot him into his ghostly face with my bow and he will not like it. In fact, he will die again. He had to have already died to be a wraith, after all. This time I will go right. And perhaps find something else. Well, wraiths aren't something else. But Faraday. Still known as fire demons because it's still the first game, yeah. I should run away from this wraith, even though he will bomb me. You laugh at the amateur quality, but it still stalled me enough to stress me a bit. He didn't actually hit me again. Someone is moaning at me. I doubt it's the knights though. Oh, it's the wraith. The flickering wraith of flickering. Well, flickering, not flicking. He doesn't flick his nose. He tries to flick my guts with his scimitar of etherealness. Well, ethereal scimitar, I guess. Okay, now I should try to rest, but I cannot because there are enemies nearby who want to punch me with their swords and stab me with their fists and strangle me with their guns. Wait, they don't even have guns. Spiders? No, knights. The spider knights. And yes, I was correct in the plural. Spider knights. Spies, doctors, and knights at the same time. Because that's not confusing. Well, it actually is confusing, but confusion is not a good potion. And I was saving under the name all along. And the reason why I am saving now is that I am about to end the episode because I can see that it's about to end. I can see it through my computer screen, which is rather normal because, well, I have eyes and screen is for watching.